The Southfield Michigan Works Service Center of Oakland County is a division of the City of Southfield Department of Human Services in cooperation with Southfield Public Schools. As a one-stop center, it's designed programs to fit our local needs that provides a workforce with the required skills to maintain and enhance the Michigan economy.
Michigan Works is a federally funded agency that helps people find jobs and helps employers find the talent they need to fill their open positions.
If you've been employed for a long period of time and you're just now becoming unemployed, I think it's very different out there. I think navigating through how to search for a job is much different than it used to be. And I think it takes a little bit of adjustment, and I think we're a good support network for people to get through that. I think that people have a skill set that probably needs to be updated in a lot of ways, and we try to encourage people to do those kinds of things by offering the training programs and the assistance that we have here at the Southfield Michigan Works. We're sort of a hidden gem in the area, and most people don't come to us unless they become unemployed, but we offer ways of helping that if you're underemployed we can assist, and if just not for the individual collecting unemployment benefits. We can help anyone. It could be a youth breaking into the world of work. It could be a stay-at-home mom who is looking to kind of branch out, maybe see what opportunities are out there. It could be for the older worker, mature worker who maybe was retired, now wants to get back into the workforce. So it's just not for that population that became laid off. We will assist anybody who's where they're at to help them improve their situation. The funding is available for in-demand occupations, ideally to upskill individuals who may be lacking in some way skills that are necessary for the job-driven market right now. And it can assist with a portion of tuition or all of the tuition depending upon what the education is. Our job shadowing event with the Southfield Public Schools is, we do an annual event. We work with businesses in Southfield to offer students an opportunity to job shadow an individual or a few individuals in a company throughout a couple of hours during their day. They'll learn, basic things about how that career works, a day in the life of. They might even get an opportunity to sit through a presentation by individuals in that company. And so they're learning about, and some will learn about every occupation within that company, so they're getting a little taste of everything. We do outreach within the community. We will do marketing flyers. We also go to the local libraries and do Ask the Expert sessions for individuals. We'll do resume review sessions. Our information goes out, it's distributed very widely, so anybody has access to the services here. There is no residency requirement. So if you are just outside of our area, if you feel this is a good place for you to come to, you're welcomed here. All of our services that we offer, the career assistance, all of those services, including the workshops, are all at no charge to any person that comes into the center.
We have 4 workshops that help people from trying to figure out what they want to do until getting their job. And it starts with the life transition workshop because most people are in a life transition when they are starting out. Or if they just lost their job or they're switching jobs, they're in a life transition. A life transition is something new. It could be something that was forced on you or something that you decide to do, something good or something bad. It starts with trying to get to know yourself and your attitude, to obtaining goals, to knowing your strengths and weaknesses until you figure out what your plan is. And that's the life transition workshop.
So someone coming into the very first time would be greeted by a receptionist to maybe determine if they're here for unemployment or if they just wanted to utilize services of the agency in general. And from there we would direct them as to what would be happening next, which is filling out some paperwork, which doesn't take very long at all. And they would also be, again, putting their information onto the Pure Michigan Talent Connect, which is the state's employment website, so they would be putting their work history on there. Or if they have a resume already on either electronically, so in their email, or if they have it on a flash drive, or if they have a hard copy of it, we can go ahead and make a scan of that and can upload it onto the website at that point. And what we do is we do our best to help make the process smoother for persons. Certainly it's overwhelming. For a lot of persons it's their first time in the process, or it's changed since they were on it last time. So we do everything possible to be able to answer questions for persons, even though we're not the unemployment agency. Whatever information that we can provide to help navigate the process, we'll certainly provide to them. What we want a person to know if they're coming in for the first time, we do our new registrations Monday through Friday from 8 until 3:30. They can go ahead and put their resume onto the Pure Michigan Talent Connect beforehand, which is www.mitalent.org, or they can do that while they're here at our office, but that's actually the part that takes the longest time. And so when persons come in, they will want to bring their Social Security card with them. If they're applying for unemployment, they would want to bring their claim ID number, which can be accessed off of their MyWAM account for unemployment, or if they have documentation on a letter. And then they want to bring also their picture ID with them. So as long as they have those things and are here by 3:30, we'd be happy to get them registered, which is just filling out some paperwork here. They may have gone to a different office beforehand, as there's several different centers throughout Oakland County. The services that would be available would be the workshops. We would explain about the Career Assistance Program, which is the individual case management program. We would explain about the various tutorials that we have for the computer to improve their skills, where they'll be wearing a pair of headsets and be listening to the computer and be walking you through step by step, and it's as interactive as is possible. And that would be on Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Outlook. If someone were to do all the programs, it'd be about over 30 hours of training, so you can imagine the cost of that if they were to pursue that individually, so that's available for them. We have all sorts of reference materials that are available in terms of writing your resume or writing a cover letter, answering interview questions that are all available for persons. In my experience here over the past 15 years or so, I've found that people at all different levels come in. I think that a misconception is that we only have entry-level jobs or that sort of thing. And I always tell people that not only are we the best kept secret of the city of Southfield, but basically we're doing outplacement services. So companies that hire an agency to come in for lots and lots of money to come in and provide these services, we're providing completely free for the general public.
At our office here and through our business services program, we work with area employers to help with their talent recruitment and talent management. With that, we assess their workforce and their needs and determine the best way that we can work our way into their system to help with their recruitment needs.
We are conducting a job fair. We are hiring for several different locations, looking for quality inspectors. We have come in for Michigan Works several times. This is our first time at Southfield, and we're doing just as much hiring as we possibly can.
The Career Center provides us a platform to meet candidates that are local to Southfield, and we interview those people in the building, and we decide whether they're a good fit or where they're a good fit for us. And so part of the onboarding experience happens there, part of the interview and screening process, and then those people that we've met in that building we place for our customers.
We can work with you to pretty much help with whatever your recruitment needs are. So determining where you are, what your needs are, what kind of employees you're looking for. We can help with that workforce assessment to determine what kind of jobs you're trying to fill, how many openings you might have. We utilize the state of Michigan's labor exchange system, which is our Pure Michigan Talent Connect. And that's a service that's free to all of our employers as well as our job seekers. This allows our employers to post all of their job openings free of charge. And from that, once they are registered and have their jobs posted, they can also recruit for potential candidates based on their needs and qualifications to fill those positions. So our office and our staff is always happy to help with that registration process, and also happy to help post any of those job openings that you might have. Once those job openings are on the Talent Connect, we can open up doors to help you in many other areas and many other directions. Through our Oakland County Business Services team, we've created an extensive distribution list of area colleges, universities, community and professional organizations, job clubs through various churches and temples, that we can then take those job openings and distribute them out to the public to let them know not only about the openings that you have, but also help market your company to the community. With that, we can also post your job openings and feed them through our social media. We've created some extensive social media platforms within Facebook and Twitter that we can feed those job openings out through those platforms and reach an entirely different and larger audience to help promote your company and your job openings. Well, across the board on a larger scale, Oakland County Michigan Works has created its own Facebook and Twitter platforms that we utilize to share information with our job seekers and our businesses. And on there we can also promote job openings and job fairs that our area employers might be working on or looking to recruit for open positions. In addition to that, Southfield on its own has created a Southfield Michigan Works Facebook page that we also utilize to promote job openings and recruitment events for our area employers. Most of what we get as far as customers are usually through word of mouth, at least for our job seekers, but we also partner very closely with our economic development teams, both on a local, county, and state levels. So we work with Shelley Freeman, who is our City of Southfield economic developer, as well as our Oakland County Economic Development Team, and then of course Michigan Economic Development Corporation on the state level. So as they're working with employers, as they're expanding, growing, moving here, they will connect them with our team of business services to help them with those recruitment and workforce needs that they might have. One of the areas that the state of Michigan is doing a big push in is the skilled trades industries. And skilled trades doesn't necessarily mean, advanced manufacturing, plumbing, HVAC. It also means professions that don't necessarily require that 4-year degree. So maybe industries that you can get the proper education and training in an on-the-job or a 2-year or short-term training type role. So that could be various healthcare professions, that could be some of your advanced manufacturing, some of your IT, where various certifications will allow you the opportunity to succeed within the workplace. Kind of an example of what we might do, about a year or so ago, we had an economic developer approach us about a company that wanted to locate here in Southfield. It had various facilities throughout the country, but decided that Southfield is where they wanted to bring all of their facilities, their headquarters. So with that, there was going to be a great need with recruitment to fill those positions. Some people would have been coming from the other areas, but many of them would have been needed to be hired in directly here. So at the beginning, before they even moved here or when they had their first core team here, they brought our business services team in along with some other partners to kind of evaluate what their workforce needs were. And over the past year, we've been working with them pretty extensively with their recruitment needs, providing some direct referrals, promoting the company and their job openings. And recently they have hit their, I think, 63 people mark as far as new hires into the company, and are moving forward and meeting their goals prior to their set dates. So it's been really fun working with that company and seeing them succeed and being a part of their recruitment process. We work with our employers to try and figure out what it is that they need to keep their business going, and many times that's the employees. So working with them to find out who those employees are that they still need, and figuring out what their skills and qualifications are. We can even help them creating those job descriptions and those qualifiers, so the KSAs, the knowledge, skills, and assessment that those individuals might need. Sometimes an employer can look at a position and say, oh, they only need to know A, B, and C, when in all actuality they need the L and the M and the Z and the Y that they never even thought of, and we can help them with that. If you are an employer here in the city that needs help with your recruitment, just give me a call. You can call me, you can email me, you can even stop in at our Michigan Works office and just ask for myself or one of our business service representatives, and we'd be happy to help you with any of your workforce needs that you might have. So one of the additional services that we can provide to our businesses, our employers in the area, is layoff support. Unfortunately, this is a difficult time for both the employer and the employee, but we try and help that process along. We can schedule worker orientations to come out and speak with individuals at your offices that might be losing their job, to let them know about the services that they can receive at our office, as well as the unemployment process. And even in some cases, we can provide some workforce services to help with resume writing and interviewing to better help prepare your employees for that next job and that next career path.
So we've been in business for over 30 years, probably 40, and it's amazing. Everyone that comes through the door says, I never knew you existed. And it's kind of like I tell people, until you need brakes in your car, you don't know where that local mechanic is who's been there forever. So until you need us, you probably won't know we exist. But the more you know about us, the more you'll want to come visit us. And you've got experts here to help you find a better job, find a job, or even find employees if you're an employer.
Call or stop in to tour the Southfield Michigan Works.